Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you an example using completing the square of what it's going to look like when you get imaginary solutions that way, okay? I'm going to just do this problem over here. I'll leave this one out for now. We'll just do this one, okay? So I'm finding the zeros of the function by completing the square. I'm already telling you that they're going to be imaginary, but remember when you're solving, you want all your variables on one side, right? I want my x's on one side and I want that on the other side, right? So I'm going to keep these positive. Right, I'm going to leave my space, and then I'm going to have that one move, right? So I'm going to have the negative 18. Remember, whatever I add to one side, I add to the other side, okay? How do I know what I'm going to add? I'm going to take half of b, right? This is negative 4, half of negative 8 is negative 4, squared, so I'm adding 16, okay? And then we factor, right? Okay, as soon as you see this negative, you know you're going to have an imaginary solution, okay? And then what do we take? Square root of both sides, right? So that's x minus 4 equals positive or negative square root of negative 2. Okay, and then again, we're going to add the 4. So x equals positive 4 plus or minus, okay, I radical 2. Okay, why did I keep that I radical 2? How do I simplify the square root of I wrote that wrong. How do I simplify the square root of negative 2, right? The radical 2 is already simplified. So if you were to break this up, it would just be the square root of 2 times the square root of negative 1, right? So this is just I radical 2. That's it. That's the only way you can simplify it because you don't simplify the radical 2. So that's why I simplified it that way. So this is positive 4 plus or minus I radical 2. That's how you would leave the solution. Okay? We could do one more just in case, right? So I have x squared plus 4x. Negative 12, right? I want these on one side. I'm just going to make it negative 12, but I'm writing it in this order, okay? Whatever I add, right? Half of 4 is 2, and 2 squared is 4, okay? So that gives me x plus 2 squared equals negative 12 plus 4 is negative 8, right? And then I'm going to square root both sides. Let's change color. So I have x plus 2 equals positive or negative the square root of negative 8, right? Now I'm going to subtract the 2, right? So that's x equals negative 2 plus or minus. Now I got to simplify this. How do I simplify the square root? Why do I keep doing that? Square root of negative 8, right? It's radical 4 times radical 2 times the square root of negative 1, right? So that's 2I radical 2. Okay, I just took this on the side. So it's negative 2 plus or minus 2I radical 2. That's the simplified version of that. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions.